bodies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sister Hadassah, and today I have a really wonderful treat for everyone. Typically I do workout videos, uploading phases of my workout routine. I do videos where I share motivation, affirmations, and things like that, just uplifting content. But I'm so excited because today I will be doing my first cooking tutorial, and it's one of, I think, all of America's favorite. Like, who doesn't love fried rice? This is my rendition that I make at home. This is actually my post-workout meal. I just finished a lower body leg day with the glute and inner thigh focus, which I will be uploading very, very soon. But I'm getting ready to make my meal. While I'm cooking it, I will be sipping on a protein shake. This is a Premier Protein. This is my favorite. This is the one I love. It only has 100 calories and 30 grams of protein. So you need to, if you're a woman over 40, you need to be putting protein in your body immediately after you work out, within the first 60 minutes of working out, and having a post-recovery meal to help rebuild all of those muscle fibers that you've torn down, to help with the muscle growth. So I like to eat something like this after a workout because it's really, really filling. It's loaded with tons of fiber, tons of micronutrients. I mean, look, we have broccoli, carrots, mushrooms, onions, and zucchini. And I will be eating this whole thing by myself. Like, this is my meal. I also have a half of a tablespoon of grass-fed butter on here. I have 140 grams of pre-cooked rice. I only eat pre-cooked rice. Why? Because when you cook your rice and you cool it, it creates a different carbohydrate chain in the body, which gives you a very low glucose spike, a very low insulin spike, and helps to regulate your blood sugar. I mean, who doesn't want lower blood pressure and lower insulin? So, especially over 40. I also have some shredded carrots here. The broccoli is already pre-cooked because we had that for another meal, so I'm just repurposing it today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me get everything set up. I'll be right back. I forgot to mention that I'll be using some sesame oil, and I have some Bragg's liquid aminos here. I have it in a mason jar. I like to transfer certain things that I purchase at the store in plastic over into glass jars, because it's just better storage, and it eliminates some plastic usage. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this turned on so we can get this started. So the pan is warming up, and I'll just be cooking the egg first and putting it to the side. My hands are already pre-washed, and just gonna get everything started. Once I'm done, I'm gonna put it on my favorite beautifully, wonderfully made bowl here. I like to use smaller bowls, even if I have a larger portion, just so that I don't over portion, let my plate dictate how much I eat. I do eat a lot. Recently, I was completely raw vegan. Now I have matriculated over to eating cooked food. Now that I'm in phase 2 of my weight loss phase, or weight loss challenge that I'm on, the first half was me really getting a better relationship with food, doing a lot of fasting, making sure that I was really, really hydrating my body, not with H2O, but with H3O2, which is the water that comes from fruits and vegetables. That's what my priority was in phase 2. That went from March 15th until July 4th or July 5th. I know it was like a 16-week thing that I did, and I lost close to 20 pounds. Very proud of myself. So I'm in phase 2 now. Phase 2, now that I have gotten a lot of the weight off of my body, now I am actually toning up. I'm getting really toned up. I have a home gym that I have. I also just work out in my family room. So I just make sure that I am strength training 3 to 4 times a week. I do 1 upper body, sometimes 2 upper bodies, but typically it's 1 upper body day and then 2 lower body days, and I do a core day. I also do primal movements such as deep squatting, lunging, hanging, kick training, things like that throughout the week as well, bike riding, what have you. I try to move my body every single solitary day, and I really encourage you ladies to do the same. You will not be sorry. So now that my butter is all melted, I'm going to go ahead and crack this egg. Let me bring you all closer so you can see. You might not be able to see exactly what I'm doing, but you'll be able to hear. So the egg is in. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands really quickly. I have some soapy water over here. Go ahead and get this going. So the egg is frying. It's a fried egg. Okay? And I'm just going to stir it in just a little bit. I don't want to, you know, I don't want it over easy or anything. And that will be placed to the side on my plate while I cook everything else up. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of salt. Just a little tiny bit, because the liquid aminos has a ton of salt in it. I'm not afraid of salt or anything like that, but I just try to minimize it, you know, but not to any significant degree. Like I said, I'm not scared of salt. I really believe that salt is necessary for the body, especially if you're well hydrated. You know, we do lose a lot of electrolytes through the day, so I just like to go ahead and put salt in things just to make sure that I'm recompensating for that which I lost. So as you can see here, I'm just putting the egg on my plate, and the next thing I'm going to do is go in with a piece of that butter. So that tablespoon of butter that I have is going to be for the entire meal. It's going to be for the entire meal. And when I put this in chronometer, it will reflect 1 tablespoon. So I'm just going to go in with the things that are hardest to cook, which is the zucchini. Go ahead in with that zucchini. Get that cooking down first. And these carrots. I try to have a source of beta carotene in my diet every day. Yes, that smells so divine. Go ahead and get that cooking down. While that is cooking down, I'm going to also add in a 1/2 tablespoon of the sesame oil. Fried rice is just not fried rice if you don't have sesame oil. I typically like to use toasted sesame oil, but I don't have any right now. But this is perfectly fine. This is what I started off using. I like to have fried rice very frequently infrequent. So I like to have it like maybe once a month or once every other month. But you can eat it every day if you like. I mean, it's a perfectly balanced, wonderful meal that you don't have to have for post-workout. But it is a great post-workout meal to give you the level of carbohydrates and fiber, protein, healthy fats that your body needs to recover. You know, I recover typically in about 2 days from a lower body day. It used to take me an entire week. I could only work out once a week for lower body because I could not even walk. So now I'm recovering very fast. And I know that it's because of how I'm hydrating my body and how I'm treating it after I work out. So I'm just going to take a sip of my protein shake here. I love protein shakes. They are so delicious. They have such a beautiful amino acid profile for such a low calorie. Okay, so there is the zucchini and the carrots. Next, we're going to go in with the mushrooms and onions, since they are the next thing on the list. They don't take that long to cook. This is not a joke. I'm really going to eat this entire portion of food. Make it where you can see in the pan a little better. So the mushrooms and onions and everything, it's all coming together beautifully. It's smelling so good. I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's see. There it is. There it is, guys. I hope and pray that all of my Israelite sisters and their little ones are doing well today, and they're having a beautiful week so far. I'm looking so forward to Shabbat. I'm probably going to record the Shabbat meal this week. I don't know, but the mushrooms and onions have cooked down a little bit now. So now I can add in the last vegetable, which is the broccoli. I like to break up the broccoli. I like really tiny pieces of broccoli. I like to just break it up with my fingers, especially since it's already cooked. It's really soft. I batch cook up a lot of food throughout the week, like my rice, my potatoes, things like that. So we have ready-made meals and people can just eat and go in the refrigerator, grab out whatever they want. We have pre-made salads, soups, stews, just, you know, have a few items on hand for the family so that they can be self-reliant. Our oldest daughter does cook, and I believe that she's going to start doing some cooking tutorials in the future as well. She's working on some content. So look forward to Hebrew Homebody Children's channel. We don't call our children kids. We call them lambs. Kids are baby goats, and baby goats are represented in the Bible as the evil one, as wicked. So are the large goats. Just going to go in with some more seasoning now. I'm going to add in some more garlic powder, but this time I'm going to go in with a very generous amount. Garlic powder is very, very healing to the body. I'm going to do some onion powder, but not as much as the garlic because we do have onion already in the vegetable mixture. But they have different properties attached to them when they are cooked versus when they are raw versus when they are dehydrated. Okay, so here is the veggies all cooked down. We're going to go in with our last half of a tablespoon of sesame oil to give it that extra flavor right before I add this rice in. And I'm also going to go in with the last piece of butter. This is going to really magnify that flavor of the authentic fried rice dish. So now, going in with the 150 grams of cooked white rice. And we're just going to stir that in. I wish you all could smell this meal. Now with the liquid aminos, I don't typically measure it. It's a taste thing for me because I don't know how it's going, like I don't know the flavor profile that I'm looking for. It's always different. So I'm just gonna free pour some in. I don't go too crazy with it now, okay? But I will make sure that the flavor is busting, okay? We want our food to be well seasoned over here. We need well seasoned food. I'm going to get a little spoony spoon so that I can taste it. So I'm just taking a small bit. Never miss. Now I have one last ingredient. This is the secret ingredient because I'm plant-based. Give me 1 second. So this is my air fryer. My very dirty air fryer. So I'm not going to show you it. But I just cooked some tofu. I'm going to add that to the meal. We just want to give it an even higher protein content. I love tofu. You can flavor it, season it, make it taste however you want it to taste. That is the beauty of it. Just like meat. Meat would not taste very good if you did not add vegetables, herbs, and spices to it. Meat is disgusting when you don't have any seasoning on it. So, now I'm just going to plate this up. I have the egg on there, and I'm going to add my cooked, beautiful, plant-based, vegan, or vegetarian. Well, it's not vegan. I shouldn't say vegan. Plant-based or vegetarian, healthy, wonderfully made fried rice dish. And again, yes, I will be eating this whole plate all to myself. Well, I'm sure I'm going to share it with somebody. Somebody's going to ask for some. So let's mix that egg right on in there. This is a lovely meal to have after a workout or any time of the day. I have a little more sesame oil that's on here. I'm just going to Drizzle that on top. Rinse my hands again. But yes, this meal came together in less than 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this within my protein consumption window and my carbohydrate refill window. Ladies, if you are working out and you're over 40, please make sure that once you have finished your last set, that you are consuming some sort of protein, carbohydrate, and fats within the first hour of your workout. You want your post-recovery to be seamless, to be gentle on your body. You don't want to add any stress to yourself or any added stress. Okay, so you want to just make sure that you're really taking care of yourself. Make sure you're hydrating. I have my Stanley cup right here, ready to go as soon as I'm done eating my meal. And I'm going to finish my Premier Protein Shake. And I will speak to you all in the next cooking video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. Have a great rest of your day. Shalom.